Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So today we'll take a look at another replay, which is a 2v2 with Theoryx. And this is a player that you don't see that often, sometimes on community streams in bigger games, but this time we'll of course take a look on some 2v2 games. So as you can see, I have two replays here. So this in this video we are going to take a look on this first one, which was played on Secret Chambers, which was one of the maps in the map pool of 2v2 tournament we had. And as you can see, I will be playing as Empire in this game, and he will be playing as Empire as well. Yeah, it's a little bit bugged here, but that doesn't really matter. We have Folsson against us playing as Empire as well, so we have 3 Empires. And then there is also Urakaar playing as Fallen actually, which is race he doesn't play. He doesn't play too often. He usually goes for Empire. Sometimes you could have seen him playing Beast. But this time he actually went for Fallen. Maybe it was random, I'm not sure right now, but at least it will be quite interesting. As I said, all the other players are playing Empire in this game, and also we have pretty interesting map that I think wasn't in the series of these 2v2 games yet. So yeah, as I said, we have Theoryx here, just going for a, for a small front base here with barracks, closing the starting position. This is the only entrance because there you have the mountains here, so obviously he's closing this, doing the standard opener, 750 HP on barracks, then going for a farm. I'm doing basically the same thing, a little bit later, but I was probably saving up a little bit more resources, which should be still fine. Folsson is actually going for a little bit more closed base back here, actually leaving the entrance open, but then building 2 barracks next to each other in the front, actually using 3 peasants at the same time to build, which is pretty interesting. You usually don't want to use so many peasants at once because you'll be losing resources obviously, but he actually went for this. He'll be able to spam more swordsmen quicker. Of course, I'm also going for second barracks, but those I will finish a little bit later. Theoryx is for now going for 1 barracks only, now actually building second barracks in the front. And then we have Urakaar also trying to close it here, even though it's of course not that easy with Fallen, so this is definitely not fully closed, but at least he placed the hives in the front. Of course just going for standard double hive. Actually getting all the resources pretty soon, and now going for the first summoner. I'm already scouting here with a peasant. Maybe I wanted to do some kind of tower rush, we'll see what I'm thinking about here. Maybe I just want to bring this peasant inside the trees, then lure him out and then get into his town, but we'll see. I'm not sure exactly. But as you can see, I'm micromanaging this peasant. Unfortunately, he went here with his swordsman at the same time, but I managed to run into his town. Obviously, he scouted me, so I probably won't be able to do anything here, but still at least some nice scouting. At the same time, I'm also bringing some swordsmen here. And Urakaar is also pressuring Theoryx, just with 3 stingers, so he can easily defend this with just two swordsmen, so he's fine. And as you can see, I actually started building the tower here. It's pretty far away because the starting location or the main base you have in this map is actually pretty big location, and you just don't see all the areas. So as you can see, I also have this area that I don't see, and someone could be building something here if I didn't close my base, and they managed to get here with a peasant. Right now I have my swordsman here. He has of course way more swordsmen, but he's a little bit damaged. Now actually Urakaar is also going to help him, so I definitely need to start retreating. But at the same time I'm building the towers here. I just need to start upgrading them. I'm building another one, and slowly I will create a pretty strong push there. At the same time, they are actually, both of them are pushing me at once. But I have 4 swordsmen here. Pretty good building position. Of course, they can destroy this farm, but it should give enough time to Theoryx to actually come here and help me. I can also use garrison in the barracks, but I don't want to spawn behind the enemy units, so I probably won't use that for now. I should also start repairing this, but Theoryx is already here, so now we should be able to repel this. As you can see, I was able to micromanage this pretty well, almost killed 2 swordsmen here and kept my army pretty healthy. So we managed to push them back, and at the same time I already upgraded 1 tower, finished second one, and third one is already being built. And I'm saying to Theoryx that we are going to push of course now It's a little bit harder here because I invested so many resources into the towers, so I don't have too many units, but I'm still producing new ones, trying to micromanage the ones I have. And hopefully I can save this swordsman. Yeah, I managed to do that. And Theoryx is also somehow accumulating some units here. They still didn't scout the towers. I've already almost 3 of them. 2 of them are already finished and upgraded. And he's actually going for 11th century. Also some towers, gnome workshop and temple, so he's building everything at once, trying to prepare for the mid-game. Just trying to cover all the possible things. Maybe they were expecting Theoryx to go for some Valkyries or even me, because my base was not really scouted for a long time. But now they see the towers, of course, we started shooting them. And to be honest, they would just need to already have some catapults here to actually repel this. And since we are already in their town, Folsson has basically 0 units. Or actually, yeah, he has some swordsmen hidden in the barracks, but not too many pretty injured ones. Theoryx has pretty strong army. I have also pretty decent amount of units here. And Urakaar has only few stingers here. He just doesn't have the army to actually help repel this. And we still have support of 3 towers. The 4th one is being built, or I mean being upgraded, and is supported by these 3 upgraded towers that would be shooting anything that would try to destroy this. And I also still have the peasant here that can just garrison in the towers, and then I can use him to repair them and also build new ones. Also Theoryx actually started making few more towers here just to support this tower rush even more. Urakaar doesn't have any expansions, so we will have the resource advantage after we destroy this. Of course, if we had a base and we didn't have any expansions, it would still be 2 bases against 2, but we would probably still be able to push that as 2 players. But right now, as you can see, actually tried to go for some nightmares, but there was no micromanagement of them, so we just killed the nightmare first. Now we'll easily finish the stingers, and the towers are of course just one-shotting the, or I mean slowly killing the farms here, destroying the buildings one by one. Another nightmare is here. Actually Folsson has some swordsmen now, so they were actually able to kill our swordsmen that were killing the town here, but we managed to destroy most of the peasants, also some buildings, and we still have a ton of towers here, so this is not a problem. I can just keep building more and more, just so I can build them close enough to destroy all the buildings, and unless they can make siege units, they have no chance. As you can see, he's not even producing a catapult because he doesn't have resources for that, and Urakaar of course doesn't have any Avengers. He doesn't even have the Chamber of the Avenger, so he's only producing nightmares and stingers, and eventually Folsson calls it GG. This was a fast one, definitely. As you can see, Theoryx was actually also going for expansion in the end. I was not doing anything crazy. I only went for temple now to get some priests, because that was definitely effective for actually even healing my ally. And we also had a ton of swordsmen ready already here. And outside of that I was just pumping all of my resources into the towers. So that's why I have so many of them here. But yeah, definitely a little bit different game. Once again, it also was really dependent on the map, because there were those locations in the main base that were not visible for them. So I utilized them. Of course, they saw my peasant before, so if they actually cared a little bit more and tried to scout a little bit better, they would definitely find out about it. But they didn't do that. Also, Folsson didn't close the base, so it was much easier for me to get there. And then I just utilized the opportunity, created some tower rush, and it was pretty easy to push. Outside of that, we have Theoryx and me around 30 kills, enemies around, or not around, but exactly 13, both of them. I lost a little bit less units, but obviously I didn't even have too many units. I had mainly buildings, which we can see here. 21 buildings, destroyed 5. I didn't lose a single building there, so they didn't even destroy any towers. Also the Theoryx tower was not destroyed. And then we have resources. Of course we slowed down Folsson a little bit. Outside of that, basically the same resources for everyone. But yeah, a nice quick 10 minutes game. Once again, it was something a little bit different than usually. And next time we'll take a look on the second game that I played with Theoryx. It was probably right after this, because we are writing in the chat that we'll probably play one more game. So that's what we are going to look at in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching and take care, guys.